Alright, so we're back with the what people were saying is basically the fucking meth mobile. Yeah, we're back, and so there's a lot of fucking lost footage. A lot. I've already had all this shit off to do the water pump. Did the water pump. Found out there was no gasket on the water pump. And then after putting the water pump on, it still leaks coolant. So now, because no one wanted to tell me this shit, you actually have to take the timing cover off with the water pump and do both gaskets. Which that means literally taking this all back apart again. Alternator bracket and everything. And the alternator bracket last time it fucking was off, it broke off. Right there. And I had to drill it out. And now it's half-ass drilled out and half-ass threaded. But I don't care because it works. So, now, today, we gotta work on this fucking thing again. Brand new hose because I thought that's where it was leaking from. Haha. Shocker. It's actually leaking right there. You can see the lack of gasket. I don't know if you can or not. Hold on. That. Right there. If it will focus. Yeah. Complete lack of gasket, because if there was a gasket there, you would see it sticking out. And is that a crack in the timing cover? And the block? It seems to be. Huh. Well, we're just going to ignore that, and we're going to hope that it holds coolant after I'm done with this bullshit. So, set this shit right here, because this is the best filming location y'all are going to get. And now I got to take Sad Boy off here. And I bet you there's more coolant in this hose. So we're going to move the bucket that's catching it, which is not really a bucket. It's more like some kind of like metal thing that you fill with ice and put your beers in or something. I don't know. Yeah, see. Super something light beer. So we're going to move. There's oil in this coolant. That's not subtle foreshadowing of the events next to come. Ain't no coolant in this. What are you talking about? So anyways, that was half a bucket of coolant that was in this thing, and we filled it up with like 2 quarts of antifreeze, so that means it burned it all. And what I mean by that is every time you would fucking basically move in this piece of shit, safe to say that the entire car looks like it's on fire. Oh yeah, I can't wait to strip more bolts out on this fucking thing. That would be a wonderful situation. Did I break it off? Because if I broke this one off, I'm literally just going to leave it off. Because you don't need that many bolts for your AC thing. And honestly, I don't even want this AC thing, guys. AC is for chumps, and you don't need it. I love how I said that. About the bolt that broke off, and I don't know if I have footage of that, if that was in last video. Not gonna lie to you guys, I don't remember. I probably have complete lost footage, which honestly saves you all the headache of watching me struggle for 15 hours on one single bolt. To be honest, I literally just deleted the footage because I didn't think anything would be successful, but apparently 500 people find this amusing because they watched it. So now I have to come back and work on this thing when I really don't want to. I hate it. I really should have gotten a Ford. It would have saved me so many problems. Ford's just a fucking old rebuilt Dodge, so they've got all the problems solved already on those things. Because it's a fucking rebuilt Dodge. It's already rebuilt. You ain't got to do anything. Oh yeah, ignore the alternator wire. That also decided it didn't want to be part of the truck anymore. So now I have to fucking wire up a new ground wire, and I'm running out of connectors. In fact, I'm completely out of electrical connectors. So, you know, that sort of thing. Having a wonderful time getting these bolts off. And this is going to be a 6-hour video. Because I'm going to break something. What I really need to do is get this fan off so I can get this shroud out of the way. And everything's going to be so much easier right now. But I'm an idiot. And I really don't want to do that. And I also should pause the video while I'm taking out all these AC bracket bolts. Because this is boring. And nobody wants to watch this. Will you come out of the hole there? You fucking piece of shit. You are the bane of my existence. Oh yeah, guess what? Something I did that I didn't do last time. I'm labeling my bolts. You can't read it because I wrote it on the wrong side, but it says alt/AC bracket. So that means I'm not going to sit there and try and put fucking water pump bolts in the fucking AC bracket and AC bracket bolts in the fucking water pump at the end of this bullshit, which I know is going to happen. So I'm probably going to take this fan off real quick and just move this shroud because it's just easier. As you can see, it's literally much later in the day and I just got that off. Okay, anyways, just got that off. I have to literally everything else on. But now everything is visible and I don't have to do a bunch of bullshit just to see everything. So, I'm just going to take her off one by one like I did the first time. Oh yeah, I need the bolts for this now. Why am I moving so fast? Probably because I want to get this shit done and I want to drive this thing by next year. Or actually, I want to drive this thing next month. So in order to drive this thing next month, I literally have to take all this bullshit off. Alright, y'all don't want to see me take bolts out, so come back to y'all. Huh! I might not have to do the timing cover after all. Honestly, dude, if I don't have to do the timing cover, and I can replace that hose, and it's gonna fix the fucking problem. No fucking way that's what was causing this bitch to fucking sit here and smoke. And I thought, here I was, thinking that the timing thinking that the timing cover gasket was bad, when in reality there's a hose there. I already have the parts. However, I think I need to replace that too. Oh dear God. One of those situations where you have the parts to fix something that's not even wrong, but yet you kind of want to do it anyway because you already have all the parts. So also I took the water pump off and put a new one on, as you can see, which what I think happened was when you put, there's oil in the coolant. I know that for sure. Let's check this and see if there's coolant in the oil. So how you're supposed to test your oil? There's gas in it. That's not good. It's not promising. But that also means there's not coolant in the oil, So that tells me that the timing cover might actually be good. Anyways, I'm going to go get that hose, and by the looks of it, we're going to have to do this tomorrow. Yeah. I know I took these two top bolts out, which is the timing cover bolts. And what those do is it clamps it down back here. And the gasket usually when you take these bolts out, the gasket gets fried along with it. However, after seeing that, I think that's my culprit, and I don't think I have to do any of this. But I can leave all the parts that I just bought for it. Or whatever the dude on Rugrats said. At this point now, everything's off. I'm not taking that off. Y'all can fucking burn in hell. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna shove a bunch of fucking silicone on the bolts before I shove them back in. What we're gonna do though, is this the same? Is that the same size bolt as the fan bolt? Oh yeah, by the way, it's the next day if y'all haven't noticed. Because it was like pitch black dark by the time I got done with this yesterday, and I literally only got one thing off. So today, we're going to have to speed up the process. First order of business is to figure out what size this bolt is. Hold on. Alright guys, I think I found the right size. You normally cannot do this with one of these crescent wrenches, but funny thing about this crescent wrench, you can measure. It's a miracle. So that would be 1 1/2. Hang on. I'm gonna have to figure this out. They make Google for a reason. Where are you going? You better not go in that truck, buddy. No. There's no mice in here for you to eat. Alright? There's no mice. If there were mice in this thing, it'd be in a much more fucked situation. Anyways, I'm going to Google this because I don't even know. I guess I could, carry this to where the sockets are, but I don't want to. Because that's a long fucking walk just for me to come back and have the complete wrong size wrench. To get a 1 1/8 socket, since we don't have the actual socket that it needs. And I realized, once I grabbed the socket, most impacts don't have that. They don't have that little thing. And then I was thinking, oh shit. Back at it. Here's a Dodge crank bolt. I don't think that's a Dodge crank bolt. There's a ball joint for one. Wrong thing. Wrong thing. Oh. Hold on. In here. And then I buy a fucking corded impact, and then I see this fucking thing. And then I look at it closer, and I'm like, oh, this is an air impact. Where the fuck do you see an air compressor? Exactly. So now, I have to find the exact same size, but with a bigger hole in the end. Which, that sounds wrong when you think about it. Is this the one I used for the last Dodge? Which y'all don't remember the last Dodge, because I didn't have a fucking channel back then. Fun fact, I might have to go back to the parts store again, because the only big size socket we have here is this thing, and that's going to be, yeah, that's way too big. What does it sound like someone's knocking? Get the fuck out. Anyways. Fighting the inevitable fact that I'll be at the parts store soon. What are you? 15/16. Okay, cool. I've heard that this one works too. It's the small end. There's not one. There is not one. Cool. I know where more tools are. Oh god, it's sunlight. It's terrifying. Anyways, the next tools. It's not gonna help me at all. I gotta go to the fucking parts store. Tools. Anyways, this is a unboxing of random fucking tools that I bought at Harbor Freight. Are they any good? Probably not. It's Harbor Freight, for Christ's sake. Yes, open your boxes with a Phillips head screwdriver. Come here, open. Also, if this is the big drive on the end, that thing, then I have to go to the parts store. If it's the small drive, like, say, the Casualty, like that, then we're good, and we can go back and get the socket that I should have drug out here instead of walking all the way over here to find out what size the end is. Because if the end is the right size, then that means I wouldn't have had to walk back. And if the end is wrong, then oh well. It's the fucking small end. Look. Alright. That's better. You can see it so much clearer. Kind of Milwaukee rip-off for you. Oh, okay. Now I have to walk back for the socket, and then I have to walk for the extension cord. I don't want to walk. I swear to God, if you break like the Casualty, I will throw you, and you will end up another Casualty. But the good thing about this one, that one didn't have, house power. So that means no more shitty batteries, and I can ugga-dugga everything I want on this truck. When they say torque to spec, all I have to do is go ugga-dugga, and that bitch is torque to spec. Beyond spec, because this is 400 foot-pounds here. The Bolt Fucker 9000. Alright, now we're walking back again for the socket that I just laid back down because I didn't think I needed it. 1 1/8. There's also a 15/16, so I'm going to try both of them. Should I like move all this shit out and say fuck you, and then just put the Aspen right here? Oh, I haven't made a video yet, but it's coming. So my plan is I can get a twin turbo 4.8 LS for $300 or get shot trying. So yeah, the plan is to make that bitch carbureted, put an intercooler in this car, and then fucking dump all the boost down the carburetor hole, and then she ought to be good. Oh, yeah, we got the sockets that we might need. But the whole reason for that is I'm about to literally outrun a Scat Pack with it. Wonderful. Let's see if it works. Oh, that thing works amazing. Okay. I ain't got no problem taking this crank pulley off. The only problem is, where the fuck am I going to put the camera? I can't even see that because of the glare of the sun. So, change the plans. I'm going to set it here. That's not going to work either. Okay. Sure. I don't know if y'all can see anything from that, but who cares, right? I don't. Alright. Theoretically, you can get it from the top all the time, any day you want, but we're going to be built different today. Come on, going. Yeah. Alright, which one's right and left? Look. Reverse forward. So that's reverse, right? I may have just cooked the threads, but it's off, guys. That was easy. Holy shit, was my other impact just a pile of shit? Dude. Dead ass. That took 5 seconds. That took 5 seconds. Now the hard part is pulling this off, which I don't know if, like, what the proper way to do this is, if you're supposed to take the harmonic balancer off separate from the crank pulley and then pull it. What I did on my old truck is I literally just took it off all at once, I'm pretty sure. So, we're going to do that exact same thing. walked to the wrong side of the truck because I'm an idiot. We're not going to talk about that. If it's locked, I'm pretty sure I can't get it unlocked because all the door locks are probably trash. Alright guys, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. There are pieces of this toolkit missing. That's what's going on. What the hell? I don't remember any of this shit, dude. None of this shit. Okay. Realistically, don't be like me. Search up on Google how to actually do this before you go fucking up shit. But I have a rough estimate of what I did last time, so we're probably going to be doing that instead. Which is literally considered not giving a fuck and just doing it as fast as possible. Which, realistically, that's what needs to happen. Okay. Alright guys. Back again in 5 seconds with the right thing. It has this that goes inside the crankshaft, and then you literally have to have one long enough, and I guess that's not long enough. So that means that bolt goes in pretty far. Speaking of which, where's the bolt? I was about to say famous last words, but it's right here. So, you're telling me that that's not long enough, buddy? Okay, we're gonna get the longest option in this kit to go in the hole. That was meant to sound wrong. Sorry about it. It's not a channel for kids. Do not tell your kids to work on cars one day, because they will end up like me. And trust me, you do not want that. They will be underneath a second gen for most of their fucking life, doing the exact same bullshit I'm doing. Except the only problem is, they might know how the fuck to do it. Tasty extra drips of antifreeze. Problem. This is wrong also, so I'll be right back. Great. It literally just launched itself into the fucking antifreeze. No, it didn't. Okay, never mind. As I was saying, I have to go back to O'Reilly's. If you ever have a Dodge 360 and you have to take the pulley off and you go to O'Reilly's, I swear to God, do not get this Evertough Chrysler harmonic puller. You want to know why? Because it doesn't fucking fit. Found that out the hard way. Now another trip to town. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. The proper harmonic balancer puller now. Fuck you, bitch. Get off my fucking bus. Sorry, that was the impression of the transit guy from Call of Duty, and it was a terrible impression. So I'm going to hope that that thing has enough meat inside the fucking harmonic balancer to actually pull it the fuck off. Because I'm already destroying the threads by doing this. Oh yeah, the guy at the parts store said, hey, yeah, that should just like slide off. Are you fucking with me? And then another motherfucker tells me, yeah, you shouldn't start your truck with the harmonic balancer off. Are you fucking, do you think I'm mentally fucking retarded? I would literally, seriously never fucking do that unless I'm trying to actually blow it up. Unless I'm trying to blow it up. And this thing, I am not trying to blow it up because I physically have no other alternative of travel. Except for that. And we all know how amazing fucking economy eco turbos are. Which is literally a 1.4 Chevy Sonic engine with a turbo kit strapped to it, with no thought about the bottom end or anything. So, yeah. There you go. You want an economy car for your grandma to go get groceries? Joke's on you. They're all shit. Alright, so the only thing now left to do is No, I'm joking. I have to return this. Otherwise, it would be Ooga Dooga until the end of time. I don't want to look for a wrench, dude. What size do I need? Ignore my wonderful assortment of tools. Wonderful assortment of tools. I don't know where anything ever is. Except for these. And surprisingly, I haven't lost one yet. It's a miracle. So I'm going to go for the best option. 17 millimeter. Not really the best option, honestly. Watch. It's not going to be the best option. Yep, see? I told you. It doesn't fit. Should have went up one. Should have went up one. It's not even an 18. Alright, if this ain't it, I'm out of wrenches. And I have an idea. Which direction is she pointing? That way. I think it's... Yeah. Just like that. Normal people would tell you, use an impact. People like me would do it this way. So we're going to find out which is superior, impact or just barehanded. It's coming off easy, dude. I can see it moving already. This is probably really fucking shaky and terrible to watch. But I don't fucking care. Obviously not stopped caring because, I mean, I'm cussing on YouTube when you're not supposed to do that. But I don't care. I don't care. I'm obviously not going to make money off of this because my last video almost only got 500 views. And you see these people literally have their channel for 2 days and then all of a sudden they have like 100,000 views. Raw human adrenaline makes the job go a lot faster. We're not going to do that because I don't want to tear these bolts out because they were just wiggling when I did that. Are you off already? It is off already. Okay. Right. So, theoretically, should just be able to... Damn it! Oh, God, that bitch is heavy. Holy shit. Yeah, okay. I can take this tool back to O'Reilly's whenever. Time to take the timing cover off. I was not looking forward to this part. Okay, so fun fact, I just realized I have to take the water pump off anyways. Because almost all the bolts go through the timing cover, so you basically have to torque it down at the same time. It's stupid. So, water pump bolts. Yes. Water pump. Always organize your bolts, kids. Otherwise, you're going to end up like me with brain damage. I don't know if that's exactly how that works, but, you know. Now, where did I put my ratchet? Fun fact, I hate existing. I hate existing and having to look at this truck. Why don't you go buy a new car? Because a new car is going to have me in the same situation. With an old car, I'm not spending a bunch of money. Making sure where the bag was, because I forgot where it went. Buddy, you lost the bag! What the fuck is wrong with you? No. You know, theoretically, I could leave the water pump on. You get what I mean? You catch my drift? Yeah, catch my drift. And then theoretically, it should be fine because the gasket's brand new. Yeah, catch my drift. We should be fine. Totally. I think all the water pump bolts are fucking structural to the goddamn timing cover. I'm about to take them all off and see. I know these two at the bottoms here are actually structural
your charcoal pieces.
So, there's always that. Okay, y'all don't want to watch this. Y'all watched 6 minutes of this. So you ever come across this bolt on the water pump on Rams? Really what you want to get, one of these wrenches with a boxed in that does that. And you may think, oh, well, once you loosen it a little bit, it's going to get stuck on that wrench, right? Nah. Once you get it out far enough, you can keep loosening it and then pull the water pump out and then solve your problem. And then the bolt moves back and the wrench can come off. Problem solved. And it works the same way when you're tightening it. You just have to put the wrench on first before, yeah, you know. Come here, you. Delicious. It tastes like tetanus and 20 years of my life gone. It's probably going to be next week again by the time we get done with this. But I need to figure out how to use this shit. Because I got the timing cover back on. I got the water pump back on. And I need to take these 2 tools back. Because when I do that, I get $70 back. And then I can go get the rest of the antifreeze. Because there's 2 gallons. And it should be coming up to there by now. But it's not. So, you know, I have to go get antifreeze. And I'm broke. So I'm going to figure out how to put that back on. I'm sure that's fun. So it's been a little bit since I recorded this thing. Because it's Wednesday. And fuck you guys. I'm never doing this to a second gen ever again in my entire life. So, yeah. So now I have to put in the fan, shroud, and the fan. And it's going to be fucking annoying. But, had to go get a new one of these. Because, very rusty and shit. And, yeah. Also, the O-ring's over here somewhere. Dude. Like, that is a solid fucking rock. Okay, on to the scrap pile. Amalgamation random shit over here from all my random cars. Water pump off of this thing. There's some, that's an Oldsmobile Intrigue hood. There's a bunch of other shit. There's a 225 slant-6 thermostat housing from when sorry kitty, I scared you. For when I did the Aspen. Get off. But yeah, you could kind of see where it kind of just broke. Exhaust off the Aspen. Should be other shit in here, but I'm not going to fucking disturb the snakes. Oh yeah, Aspen rear brake. And over here somewhere there's an Oldsmobile Intrigue ECU. Yep, Oldsmobile Intrigue ECU. Probably doesn't work. $50, I know what I got. Anyways, back to the amazing filming location for my phone. Works wonders. I'm just gonna hope that that's actually, you know, aimed at the engine. Because, yeah, that's the best you'll get. Alright. So, when doing the fan shroud, fan shroud, always have someone to help you, because it's a pain in the ass to get both on the truck with 2 hands. You almost need 4 hands to do this. You do need 4 hands, 3 hands at least to do this. Like, oh buddy, you know your fan shrouds rubbing on everything, right? Oh, like it wasn't obvious. Now the phone can't pick up literally any of this because the fan shroud's in the way. Okay. Move that hose out the way. Which that hose needs replaced, but I'm not doing that right now. at this very millisecond. It's the overflow. Realistically, who cares about the overflow? Okay. So, put that like so. Alright. Come here, you. Okay, so I literally have to basically push this fan shroud down a little bit and then figure out how to do that. So you don't want this hitting your radiator because it's got sharp little fins that'll do wonders. That's not even gonna literally film anything. Okay, this is the best I'm getting. Understandable. No, it's not, because this has to go down for this to go on. Okay, this is gonna be one of those, fuck you! You're loud! Interrupt my fucking video. How could you? Anyways, yeah, this is gonna be one of those situations where you don't have the camera to film, because it's atrocious to try and film this, unless I do this. It works! It works. No way. What's up, guys? Anyways. Fuck. Get your ass off my bus. Or on my bus. Okay. Get your ass off my bus. No, 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 no! Don't you fucking dare touch the motherfucking thing you cut.
Okay, I'm going to your video. No one ever wants to watch this. I thought it was a family-friendly video.
Who the fuck told you this is a family-friendly channel? They are fucking mad. You cannot be a family-friendly channel. Shut the fuck up! Every 5 seconds, loud-ass Detroit. Blesses my ears. At the worst times. Detroit. Diesel. Detroit Diesel. Let's put this country back on track. Let's make stuff again. What are you stuck on? Well, guess what, guys? I can't get the fan on with the fan shroud in the way. Oh my fucking God! Go on! I'm sick of this shit. Go the fuck on the truck. Damn you. It's not that hard. You're making it fucking 5 times harder than it needs to be. Come the fuck on. Cool. You know, if I could get it on the fucking thing and actually get the nut to spin, you know, we might be getting somewhere. Ain't no way. Ain't no way it finally decided to go the fuck on. Well, guys, that's how you put on a fan shroud. And a fan, apparently. So I'm going to move this out of the way and put bolts in it. You know. Alright, so this is going to be an much easier thing to do, is put on the fan shroud. I just got to figure out what kind of bolt, what size bolts these are. And, you know, it'd be easier to carry it with you wherever you go when you're going to look for a socket. This is not a great day to film. Wasn't there a thing? I think there's a game out there a long time ago. It's like Lego Marvel Superheroes or something. And there was one mission where you could play as the Punisher. And literally your job was to basically hunt down the semis that wake people up all hours of the night through the city. Or basically the box trucks. Still the same thing. So it brings me to the question. No. We love our truckers. They bring us everything, including parts for this fucking truck. Thank you, Amazon and FedEx and Walmart delivery trucks. You have kept this thing alive. Well, I'm not gonna say alive because y'all know I'm lying. Oh yeah, loosen it. Reverse thread.
Damn, boy. How you at?
Windshield wiper fluid. Come here. Come here. I'm not taking this fucking coolant hose off. Y'all can cry, boo-hoo, wah. Oh my God, he didn't put the coolant hose back on. Oh my God. He didn't take the coolant hose off. Oh my God. Okay, now that one just sounds like there's a fucking problem with the turbo. Listen. Something wrong with that turbo, boy. Tell you what. Yeah. Bad turbo. That bitch about to shit. About to shit and be done with. And that's the last time you're gonna see your turbo ever. Yeah. That bitch might be just shitting out oil down my road. Probably why the gravel's starting to turn a little darker gray. Y'all don't want to see me put this on. Alright, it's all back together. Fan is tight. Everything's on there tight. The only problem is I have to drop the oil pan now. And I don't know if you've noticed, but the ground is fucking soaking goddamn wet because it rained this morning. So I'm not looking forward to this. But hopefully it doesn't leak coolant anymore. Hopefully. Let's remove the fire hazards real quick. Because there's no water spraying on it anymore, so it can't put itself out if all else goes to shit. So, you know. Clean some of the fire hazards off. Like leaves. We're just going to leave all that fucking coolant that poured out of the system there. Oh yeah, you make sure it's actually... Yeah, it's actually full. Okay. So... Yeah, truck is back together. Have to drop the oil pan, change the oil in it, get to that fuck-ass filter, which I know I don't have a filter wrench, which I don't know if y'all can even see that. For some reason, the brightness on this is just god-awful. Oh, now we have brightness, but yeah, that oil filter is going to be fun because it's right next to the frame rail, and I remember doing one of those. That bitch was just on there. There was no getting that shit off. So, yeah, it's kind of what happened with this one over here. Yeah, it got eviscerated by a screwdriver. Time to find out. I really don't want to lay on this wet-ass fucking ground, so we're moving the cinder block, which is literally just something to stand on while working on the top side of this thing. That's not supposed to be there. So, time to use you. Yes, please don't stop. I feel like that was something that somebody was saying to somebody else. I got that from my buddy. He said that was someone's license or someone's stop sign that they wrote that on. So, whatever. Sure. Oh yeah, go fuck yourself. It doesn't say property of DOT on the back, so it's illegal. It's a legal license, or it's a legal stop sign. So, for you, wah wah wah, that's illegal, wah wah wah, boo-hoo, you can't do that, bullshit. Cool. Now we're underneath this bitch. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, that gasket that goes around there and then it fucking shoots up right there and it's pinched behind all this. Yeah. So in order to do that, I have to move that. And in order to do that, I have to go further underneath this thing. So don't expect a video of the underside of this thing with me fucking pulling this out, because there will not be a part of this video of me doing that shit. Because it's impossible to film, honestly. Unless I set it on the transmission back there, and yeah, I'd rather not do that. Anyways, look at these bushings, guys. There's cracked bushing there. Cracked bushing there. Bad bushing, bad bushing. Bad bushing, bad bushing. Horrible fucking... y'all see that, right? The horrible fucking, ball joint. It's the same on that side, I'm sure. So, I already see the front end problems. That's going to be the next order of business. Is that supposed to be there? That little hole? Mopar. Leave it to Mopar. Great to mention. Let's see. 1 tool, 2 tools, 3 tools, 4 tools. Just for this. Just for that. Look at this. Look how much I had to mutilate it just for it to come off. Stupid, dude. It shouldn't ever get that bad. Shouldn't ever have to be this bad to get it the fuck off. You should never have to use a fucking pry bar to get it off.